This crisis is not only 5 years old. This crisis started 200-300 years ago with the advent of capitalism. We mentioned Adam Smith earlier, the modern father of capitalism. This crisis happened from this disease that has killed and murdered and terrorized humanity for 200-300 years. Wallahi, check the UNDP report. Every 7 years or so, 20 million children in Africa die because there's not enough food. Not enough food. And we have this war on terror. Don't get me wrong, we don't believe in terrorism, it is wrong. But we should have a war on capitalism, on its ideas, because it kills many more people. Millions! And by the way, more people die of dog bites in America than due to terrorism. I don't see a war on canines, a war on dogs. Yeah? So we have a crisis. 20 million children every few years because of no food. 2 billion people living less than $2 a day. 1 billion people having no sanitation. Even in America, 50% of the people require funds from the government. 25% of people need food stamps, or they live underneath the poverty ladder. I was in Chicago just a few months ago, and I was hearing a story about a child. She only goes to school because that's her only meal to eat. We were in Africa, in Burundi, the poorest country in Africa. Children had 2 meals. America has become like Africa because of the systemic issues. Now, we're not condemning America, we're not condemning human beings, we're condemning ideas here that facilitate this carnage, this destruction. Why is it that we have 60,000 deaths every day just because of bad water and no food? Because it's based on a geopolitical myth that the capitalists want to teach you, brothers and sisters, which is there are too many needs, not enough resources, which is a lie. It is a lie. One, because the Prophet ﷺ said in a hadith in Tirmidhi, he said the son of Adam, all he needs is food, shelter and clothing, defining our essential limited needs. And he creates an economic philosophy of distribution, not of competition, because there's so-called too many needs and not enough resources. And the Prophet ﷺ 1400 years ago was in line with modern geopolitics. If you look at a study done by the Food Agricultural Organization, they conclude there are enough calories on this planet. There's enough food on this planet to feed 3 planets. Not 1 but 3 planets. Allah Azza wa Jalla is Al-Razaq. He is the provider. This is why Ali radiallahu anhu said in a very wise statement, when you see a poor person, don't blame Allah. Allah gave us the resources. He's Al-Razaq. Blame the zalim. Blame the oppressor who's created a system that doesn't distribute the wealth to this person. This is Islam. This is Islam that will change the world, especially for our economy, to liberate human beings from the clutches of the slavery of capitalism.